This is a setup guide, not a gather intel guide. If you want to gather intel guide, I'll release one later. But for now, we're doing a setup guide. So this is how to set it up all by yourself, no friends, no glitches, no anawak, completely by yourself, independence. You're gonna need at least 200k because it costs 100k, and then you gotta prepare for some damages. Maybe your car blows up. You need to buy ammo. You need ammo and you need armor too, snacks. But those are free from the Crusader, so you don't really need to worry about it. Let's fast travel over. Now, make your way outside, get a grenade, pull the pin, hold it, open character select, hover over a character, release character select, and when you hear the grenade go off, press circle or B to cancel the switch or buy. And you'll spawn over here real quick. Call in your motorcycle, call in your car, call in your helicopter, whatever you got. You call it in, and you drive over, fly over to the Vellum plane. Now, before we do that, I wanted to give a tip. Go into your settings, go to controls, and go over to first person controls. Put it on standard FPS2. The reason you should do that is because you can use your phone while you're running. It comes in handy so much. And it makes running a lot more smoother. Now we just take out all these guards and move on with our life. That's pretty much it. If you ever die in any of these setups, don't stress out about it. It happens, it's common. Now get in the plane and go up to about 800 to 900 feet. How could you tell that? You can go in first person. There's a little aerial counter thing. I think it's like a height meter? I think it's called a height meter. I don't know. You could check it. But onto the good stuff. So there's a glitch that happens rarely when you try to go to Cayo Perico. It locks you in a black screen. What you need to do is put your landing gear out. That usually fixes it. It might not, but for me, it's been working pretty consistent. Now that we're on the island, we can make our way to the motorcycle. We make our way to the motorcycle, we follow this path. Now the path I take, you don't have to follow it to the letter, but you do have to be careful because you can fall and you can hit the bushes and you can fall in the water. So be careful. Now let's check for the box. If there's a guard on the bottom, it's going to be above in the tower. If there is no guard, it's going to be at the bottom. Make sense? Makes sense. Now, this hacking part is literally just simple math. So if you don't know simple math, you're kind of screwed here. Literally, I don't know math either. So now that we're done, we go up to this ladder and we climb. Climb in first person, third person, doesn't matter, but have your thing over sightseer. So when you press it and you come back, you fall to your death. Now that we're back, let's leave and get on to the next part. So the spawn point's here, Coseta. Join a closed friend session right after, so no one bothers you. Now that we're in the Coseta, start the sonar jammer, and let's fast travel over to the location. Now that we're here, get out, or you can use your submarine to go over there. I like to use my submarine because it's a lot safer and you don't get shot at as much. Now we're going to go underwater. In this area, you need to be slightly above it, but still underwater so you don't get shot when you exit. It's very important. Or not, you can just swim in there. I'm going to be showing all locations for the sonar jammers. If the sonar jammer spawns here, you can walk up these stairs and climb on the fence from the bottom level. You gotta walk though. Okay, now we can grab the cutting torch. Now, we're going to drive the Coseta onto the beach for the sake of not having to go in the water all the time, but as we drive the Coseta, we're going to want to whip it to the left or right, depending on whichever you want. The reason we're going to do this is because when you whip it to the left or right, it exposes the underbelly and there's a little sliver you can access so you can go inside. Because on the bottom of the Crusader, there's an access point for the moon pool, even if you don't have any cars there, or, well, submarines. The cutting torch has no real tips. All you need to do is go in there guns blazing. But for the fingerprint cloner, there is about 2 tips. The first set of cameras you can completely ignore. You don't have to disable them. There's no real consequence. Go in there guns blazing all you want. Be careful with explosives. There are vehicles in there that can kill you. The second set of cameras must be destroyed, or else they will send a kill team after you get the fingerprint cloner. Now that we're done with that, we can steal the plasma cutter, which is kind of the hardest one, I'd say. But all you need to do is take a picture of absolutely nothing and walk back out. Like, as soon as you get in there, take a picture. Wait for the location, charge a grenade if it's applicable, and take it and go home. Now, for the final one, either you're going to get the Merryweather one, which is the worst one, or you're going to get a normal one, which is go to a building, shoot people, and leave. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That is all I can tell you, and I will be dropping a video on how to do the Cayo Perico by yourself. No glitches though, just how to get in and out. Real simple. Thank you for watching, I guess. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. You broke the fucking door!
Exact shit that happened that made us fucking